I mean, she changed my life. I am over the moon with that woman.
She changed his life. That's what he said, word for word. I am over the moon with that woman. And now they're done. 10 years, gone. And the story you're being fed right now by TMZ and Entertainment Tonight. It's not the whole story. You already know that. You know it just like I know it. Here's the thing though. Jelly Roll and Bunny XO weren't just some celebrity couple doing red carpets and Instagram posts. These were two people who came from nothing. Real nothing. And they built something that millions of people looked at and said, finally, proof that broken people can find something real. That's why this hits different. That's why you click, because this wasn't just a divorce filing in Tennessee. This was a symbol. And symbols don't just quietly disappear without a reason. TMZ broke it first. Of course they did. Filed last month. Mutual. The sources say. Mutual. And look, I need you to think about that word for a second. Mutual. That's the word publicists use when the real story is too messy to survive the internet. Not an accident. Not a coincidence at all. Now here's where it gets interesting. Bunny XO has lived her whole life as an open book. She said it herself. Open book. This is a woman who stood in front of cameras and talked about infertility when nobody in her position had to. She talked about the IVF journey, the shame, the silence that women carry around like a weight nobody acknowledges. She didn't have to do that. She chose to, because that's who she is. So when someone like that goes quiet, you have to ask yourself why. I want to slow down here for just a second, because this part actually gets to me personally. There are women watching this right now who went through exactly what Bunny described. The shots, the waiting, the hoping, the devastation. And she said out loud what so many of you have carried privately. And she did it while standing next to a man the whole world was watching. That takes something. That takes real courage. And whatever happened between them, that part of her story deserves to be respected. Not buried under a 2-paragraph TMZ report and a source who won't even give their name. But before I get to what I actually think is going on here, let me give you the timeline. Because timelines never lie even when people do. They met in 2015. He proposed at a Las Vegas concert in 2016. Hours later, the little white wedding chapel. That fast, that real. And for years after that, she was his loudest defender. What do you say to the man who gets everything he dreams of? That's what she said. She couldn't even find the words for how proud she was. So what changed? And the reason for that? Well, you'll see. Because Jelly Roll's career didn't just grow, it exploded. And when someone goes from underground rap to country music's biggest stages, the people around them change. The pressure changes. The access changes. And sometimes, the person changes too. She said she'd be his #1 fan for the rest of her lifetime. She said that. And now, silence. And we're supposed to accept mutual and move on. I don't think so. And neither do you. So tell me in the comments, do you think we're getting the real story here? Or is somebody counting on us to stop asking questions?